Alright, so today we're going to be looking at some of the highest paid jobs. This is a video by Watchdog, I'll link in the description to the original video, and let's begin. Alright, so a fast food worker makes 16 grand a year. Not a whole lot of money. I assume this is obviously in America, where, you know, the minimum wage is like, shoo, like in Australia, it's like, oh, look at that. You go to America, someone makes $20 an hour, you think, wow, they're rich. You come here, it's like $20 an hour is like minimum. Apparently a chocolatier makes 30 grand a year, which is where you craft chocolates into mouth-watering works of art. 30 grand a year, what would you do with 30 grand a year? Goodbye, could buy a car with a 1 year's salary. Well, florist makes $34,000 a year. I don't know if that's too much or too little. Yeah, you work with flowers. Like, is that? Do you want to get paid more? Do you want to get paid less? Who knows? I mean, no one wants to get paid less, but still. Art therapists. What's an art therapist? You see expression of self-expression, and the resulting artwork to help clients understand. So you just draw paintings to make people feel good. You should be paid like nothing a year. You don't do anything. Apparently, a finance advisor makes 43 grand a year. Oh, I don't know where are these numbers coming from. The probability comparison videos is made by community discussions and relevant sources. This might not be up to date or valid. Well, I mean, if you're saying it's based on relevant sources, then where are the lists? Where's the links or the references? A video game designer makes $54,000 a year. It is hard work having to code. Not for me though. I use ClickTeam Fusion. Astronomers make $54,000 a year as well. Okay. An orthodontist. This is dental specialists who are trained in the prevention, diagnosis, and treatment of dental and facial irregularities. I didn't understand any of that, but you're a fancy dentist essentially, and you make $56,000 a year. So I'm not complaining. Yeah. Okay. A YouTuber with 1 million subscribers makes $57,000 a year. That can't be accurate because everyone's different. Some people might have 1 million subscribers, but, you know, haven't actually made videos for about 10 years and therefore maybe make about $20 a month. Some other people with 1 million subscribers could also have made a viral video that made them like 100 grand, you know? Like, it's not a specific number. It's all based on how you do in a year. You can't have a specific number like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber because then I'll make this much money. It's not how that works. Look at all those numbers passing by the screen. Are we going to get to 60,000? Not yet, apparently. Come on, 60,000. 60,000. Here we go. A dentist makes $60,000 a year. Is that true? I don't know about that. That's a lot of money. An art director makes 61 grand a year. Fashion designers make 62. An internist, I don't know what that is. Internal doctor of internal medicine, medical specialist in diagnosis. So you're just like a pharmacist. Let's make 69 grand, honestly. Optometrists also make about that. And a manager. A manager makes 69 grand. That obviously depends on like the department we're talking about here. Manager at like our supermarket probably doesn't make as much as like a manager of like, I don't know, Amazon or something. But that's an out of context statistic right there. See, I know my words. An actuary makes 70 grand a year. A business professional who analyzes the financial consequences of risk. So you essentially just do some maths and say that's risky, and you make 70 grand a year. That's a good. I know I'm generalizing here, but that's good. Application developers, such as word processors and games, that doesn't really make any sense because you just said that a game designer already makes money. Emergency director, 74 grand a year. Interesting. A PR manager, public relations and fundraising managers plan an organization's communication with the public. Ooh. A humans resource manager makes more than just a manager in general. That's unbelievable. An air traffic controller. So you're telling me the people who do that for a living get paid $79,000 a year? That is unbelievable. Marketing manager. Ooh. A software developer. Alright, you said, so you got game designers make this much, you know, make like 50 grand a year. Application developers make about 60 grand a year. And they telling me that software developers make 81 grand a year. What's the difference? It's all software, isn't it? I can't be angry for too long though, the music is quite good. Nuclear technologist, you're telling me Homer Simpson makes 85 grand a year? Nice. Yeah. Airline pilots and nuclear engineers, yeah. A judge makes 93 grand a year. I could do that, bro. I'm good at talking back. Supervisor police makes 93 grand a year, honestly. Like, I mean, you obviously have to, I'm generalizing a lot here. I'm being like, wow, you don't have to do anything and you make that much money. I'm obviously kidding. There's a lot of training that goes involved with these jobs, and these statistics are probably wrong anyway and based off of out of context sort of graphs and things. Dentist, you already told me that a what? You've already where's dentist before? You've already told me that dentists make 60,000 a year. You're telling me they make close up to like 100 grand a year. That's unbelievable. Pharmacists make 100 grand a year. Chief executive, 105 a year. Content strategist, 100 grand a year. Data scientist, 135 grand. Senior brand manager, SBM make 136 grand. Yeah, a superintendent. What the hell was that? A blockchain engineer makes $140,000. $141,000 for an info security officer. Wow. Enterprise account executives make 140 grand a year. I'm starting to not understand any of these at all, because so you put a nurse anesthetist makes 143 grand a year. You give someone a little bit of a jab. So you're telling me that the people who gave COVID-19 vaccinations are just like, all right, that's my 100 grand a year. Senior portfolio manager makes 153 grand a year. Again, no idea what that's supposed to mean, but sounds like you're making bang for your buck. All right. Associate director at HR makes 161 grand a year. What's the difference? Who knows? An oral surgeon, that's just a glorified dentist who makes 100 grand more than a usual one. Design director. Ooh. Wow, well, I mean, I guess that would make sense, because logos are very prominent in advertising these days. You know, if you don't have a logo, then you don't really have a business, do you? So, if you want to make a logo that really, that people really, go off to, they're like, yes, I want to buy this thing, because that's a cool logo, it attracts people. That makes sense. Anesthesiologist. Okay, again, it's another one of those things where you don't know this. Because brand deals and things always are different amounts. You can't say that, yes, if you have 5 million followers, you will make this much a year. It doesn't work like that. Instagram doesn't ring you up and say, hey, opportunity, you want to be an influencer? And then you go yes or no. That's not how that works. It's just a bunch of very lucky people posting pictures on the internet. I said it. What are you going to do about it? I set a new manager. An NFL player makes 860 grand a year. Premier League make 3 million. Jesus. I mean, yeah, NBA plays 7 million. God. An A-list actor makes 25 million. I didn't like Jim Carrey get paid like $20 million to being the cable guy. Jeff Bezos makes $78 billion per year. He recently overtook, well, this was 2020, so he recently overtook Bill Gates to become the richest person in the world. He earns $2 grand a second. I don't even do that, because I don't make any money a second. So that was that. Let me know in the comments what you think is the most highest paying job that you would be able to get. And I will see you next time. Should I do more? Again, let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. See if we can get to 200 subscribers in 3 months. Sure, why not? Okay, bye.